Introducing Echo, a crucial metallic balloon launched by NASA in the 1960s, revered as one of the most aesthetically pleasing satellites ever deployed. Echo didn't incorporate any electronic components. Its sole purpose was to bounce radio signals across the globe using its reflective surface. Surprisingly, its simplicity proved to be highly effective. Shortly after its launch, President Eisenhower transmitted a voice message from California to New Jersey, marking a groundbreaking shift from the complex network of undersea cables that had been the norm for global communication. Satellite-based communication was a revolutionary concept, though it faced skepticism from some engineers who believed the Earth's ionosphere would obstruct radio waves. You are watching Luminary Cosmos, so make sure to watch this video till the end and do not forget to subscribe. Before launching Echo, NASA had to demonstrate the feasibility of satellite communication. To do so, they harnessed the moon's reflective properties, using it as a closal signal reflector in a series of successful tests. Just as the light bounces off a mirror, radio waves can be reflected, with a fraction of the signal returning to Earth for reception. Larger reflectors ensured a more robust and focused signal, necessitating the creation of massive balloons. Echo 1 was constructed from an enormous sheet of mylar, with a thickness only one-tenth that of a human hair. The sheet was cut into over 100 segments, each coated with a thin layer of aluminum to give the balloon its shiny surface. These segments were then bonded together to form the final spherical structure. On Earth, it required a substantial 18 tons of air to keep the balloon inflated, as our atmosphere exerted pressure on it. In contrast, in the vacuum of space, only a few kilograms of air sufficed for inflation, as there was no atmospheric resistance. In 1958, Echo was inflated for the first time, marking a historic moment in space. Echo had to self-inflate without carrying its own air supply. This was accomplished using small canisters of benzoic acid, a special powder that rapidly transformed from a solid to a gas when exposed to solar heat. The sun's radiation caused the powder to expand within the balloon, fully inflating it in a matter of seconds. To safeguard against potential micrometeorites punctures, Echo 1 carried extra benzoic acid to maintain pressure. Echo 2 employed a different approach, with its skin sandwiched between two layers of aluminum foil. When pressurized, the foil stiffened, rendering the balloon rigid and resilient to micrometeorite impacts. Despite their remarkable utility, these immense reflective balloons were highly visible, shining as some of the brightest objects in the night sky for a full decade, even outshining the North Star. This brightness was intentional, aiding ground stations in tracking and locking onto the balloons as they traversed the sky during twilight hours. When the balloons weren't visible, NASA's tracking network predicted their orbits. Echo 2 featured a tracking beacon to enhance visibility during the day, while most of Echo's communications were conducted between dedicated ground stations in California and New Jersey. Project Echo was intended as a global experiment. Thanks to its polar orbit, the balloons passed over every part of the world, enabling transmissions by anyone with the requisite equipment. Transmissions even occurred between the US and the Soviet Union, earning Echo the nickname Friendly Sputnik. Beyond its communication role, the balloons contributed to precise measurements of Earth's size and shape, significantly enhancing our geospatial knowledge. Echo also served as a valuable platform for understanding the long-term effects of satellites in space. It revealed the impact of atmospheric drag and the solar wind on orbital dynamics. These pioneering balloons continued to function throughout the 1960s, validating the concept of global space-based communication system and leaving an enduring legacy in space science and technology. The materials developed for Echo remain integral to modern spacecraft, and the two Echo satellites will forever be celebrated as the most captivating satellites ever created. Thank you for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified of our latest videos. Until next time, stay curious and keep wondering.